Tonight, this spot behind this microphone, one of the most isolated, most pressure-packed spots in the world. Because tonight in this spot, there are no do-overs. One wrong letter, and it's over. 10 have earned the right to be here, but only one will walk away National Spelling Bee Champion. Hi, everybody. I am Chris Harrison. Welcome. We are live at the Grand Hyatt Hotel here in Washington, D.C. Welcome to the 83rd Scripps National Spelling Bee. Let's welcome our 10 finalists. Bring it in. Let's bring it in. Everyone in. Hands in. Come on. Hands in. Come on. Okay, spell on 3. 1, 2, 3. Spell!
This alphabetical expedition began with over 11 million spellers from across the globe. The best and the brightest gathered here in our nation's capital, where great minds have assembled for hundreds of years. Each shared a dream. Perhaps they were the one who would conquer this pressure-packed, lettered labyrinth. The week began with a grueling computer test. Immediately, they realized that it will take more than a dream to win this spellbinding competition. One by one, 273 spellers braved the bright lights of the big stage.
For tracker, is it Greek?
Only 48 survived the cut. On to the semis. A nightmare for most, as the dreaded bell took its toll. For the 10 that remain, it's on to the finals, where only one speller will see their dream become reality. One word from elimination. One word closer to being crowned the champion. Live and unpredictable, it's the 83rd annual Scripps National Spelling Bee.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
May I have the definition, please? Could I please have the language of origin?
We are just moments away from our first speller. You can feel the excitement here in the ballroom before we begin. You've seen them. Now let's meet the final 10.
I'm Shantanu Srivastava. I'm from Fargo, North Dakota.
And Amika Viramani, Cleveland, Ohio. My name's Joanna Yee, and I'm from Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Juliana Cannibal Rodriguez, Mayagüez, Puerto Rico.
Aditya Chamudapati from Houston, Texas.
My name is Andrew Gross, and I'm from Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Laura Newcomb, Toronto, Canada.
Hi, my name is Adrian Gonawan, and I'm from Arlington Heights, Illinois.
Lansing Tang, Potomac, Maryland.
Elizabeth Platts, Shelbina, Missouri.
Well, before we begin, obviously I can't do this alone. Joining me is going to be Paul Loeffler, a man that knows all about this pressure, and we'll meet you in just a second, a 90s finalist himself. But let's get right into this. Midway through the 6th round, Shantanu Srivastava is going to start us off.
Schlieren. Can I have the definition, please?
Schlieren is a plural noun. It means small masses or streaks that differ in mineral composition from the main body of an igneous rock.
Can I have the etymology?
It's from German.
It should help him with the beginning of this
Schlieren.
word.
S-C-H-L-I-E-R-E-N. Schlieren.
Yes.
Or the entirety of the word. Nice job studying your German, Shantanu. His 3rd time here. He means business.
No primetime pressure. Stepped up and knocked it out of the park. Another brave woman who has shown no pressure today, Anamika Viramani. And to honor her 5th place finish here last year. Exactly 1 year ago tomorrow was Anamika Viramina Day in her hometown. Let's meet her.
Hi, I'm Anamika Viramani, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Can I please have the definition?
When I'm on stage and I'm given a word and I ask all of the questions.
Could I have the part of speech, please? Origin. Please repeat the pronunciations.
You never really know which questions are going to help you spell the word.
Z-A-R, Alcazar.
My favorite word is cat, and that's X-A-T. And the reason I love that word is it's kind of a curveball. I really want to be an author and a cardiovascular surgeon. Everyone in Cleveland is worried about LeBron James staying with the Cavaliers. LeBron, you should stay with the Cavs because we're the best team out there, and you should just stay with them.
Well, if that didn't get LeBron to stay in Cleveland, I don't know what will. Anamika steps up.
Getting this word right would help.
Nacalite.
Could I have the definition, please?
Nacalite is a mineral consisting of natural sodium bicarbonate.
Could I have the language of origin, please?
The first part is from International Scientific Vocabulary, and the second part is in English combining form.
This is really tricky. If she hasn't
Could you
seen
use the
this,
word
it's
in a
going to be
sentence,
tough.
please?
Baking soda is produced by the processing of nacalite.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Anamika, she tied for 5th last year.
There's just the
Very
one.
experienced.
Nacalite.
She's got a tough one here
Could you
because
please repeat the definition, please?
A mineral consisting of natural sodium bicarbonate.
If you're watching for the first time, these are all questions they can ask to try and
Nacalite.
break this word down.
and sodium is a clue there because here we go.
N-A-H-C-O-L-I-T-E, nacalite.
Great job. The beginning of that word actually comes from the periodic table and the chemical symbol of a couple different elements. So that's what she drew that from, and I think she had studied that word. Great job, Anamika.
We are off to a phenomenal start. 2 spellers, 2 correct words. And as I said, I cannot do this alone. I need some brains around here because I obviously can't spell. But a guy who knows all about the pressure of the finals, Paul Loeffler. Let's go back to this handsome young man back in 1990. Look at that haircut.
Gotta love it. But I'll tell you, Chris, a lot has changed in 20 years. That's been a long time ago, and the real brains are up on that stage. When I was in the B, we didn't have access to some of the resources these kids have, like the internet is a big one. That's how old I am. But we also didn't have to deal with these bright lights and the pressure of performing on primetime TV. This is a big deal, and those kids are serious competitors on that
you
stage.
couldn't tell by the first 2 spellers. Let's talk about this field, the final 10. Is this the most wide open field we've had in quite some time?
I really think it is. You have a few experienced competitors up there. In fact, 8 of the 10 remaining have been in this competition before. But all of them have shown reasons why they are contenders this year. They've all navigated their way through the minefield of this spelling bee. And one young lady to watch, I think, at this point is the 2-time Canadian national champion. She's experienced this pressure before. She's already gotten past some real tough words today. She's trying to make history on a couple fronts, to be the first Canadian to win and also the first 11-year-old since during World War II. That's a long time. She may be young, but don't let that fool you. And that's Laura Newcomb from Toronto.
All right, we're going to get back to the final 10 in just a second, but I want to bring in the 3rd member of our team. Knows a little bit about pressure because she was nailing it on the dance floor, straight from Dancing with the Stars, although she's lost that burnt sienna tan she had. Erin Andrews is going to be backstage all night long talking to the winners, the contestants, and kind of giving us behind-the-scenes look at this spelling bee. Erin, how you doing?
Good. I thought when you were talking about brains, you were talking about me, but then I realized that wasn't who you were talking about. Not good. Hey, before everybody came out on stage tonight, I was talking a little bit to the parents, and as you can imagine, they said they are more nervous than their children who are sitting up there. A lot of the parents said these kids are running on adrenaline right now. Keep in mind, they've been up since 7 a.m. prepping for the day, doing interviews, of course, competing this morning. But the good news, guys, their pre-game meal or their pre-B meal, a 4-course meal, not bad at all. And one of the dads did relay to me a ton of soda because not a lot of these kids can drink it at home, so they loaded up tonight before the B. So they're ready to go.
Well, in about an hour, expect a sugar crash. Thank you. Erin Andrews will be there. And next up behind the mic is going to be Joanne Yee, 13-year-old 7th grader, the pride of Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Hi, Joanna. Subraso.
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 Can I have the definition?
A ballet jump from and a landing on both feet in closed position.
Can I have the etymology?
It came from French, which formed it from a Latin word.
Her goal.
Okay, are there any other
Her goal was to
pronunciations?
win the school
I have
spelling
just
bee.
the one.
Subriso.
Now she's prime
Okay.
time in the finals.
Can you use it in a sentence?
And she speaks French. This is a French word.
Nell would have received even more applause for her perfect soubresaut had she actually been a member of the dance company instead of a clumsy lady who fell off the stage.
Okay. Okay, subriso.
One of the tricks they use, Paul.
Absolutely.
Subriso.
Clear as day to them.
S-O-U-B-R-E-S-A-U-T. Thank you.
I was waiting for her to do the celebratory soubresaut. There's a little touch of it. She knows her French. That helps big time.
I don't know if it's the soda, the four-course meal, or just all the studying, but 3 up and 3 still in the competition. Much more to come here from the Hyatt in Washington, D.C., the National Spelling Bee on ABC.
The 83rd Annual Scripps National Spelling Bee on ABC. Brought to you by AT&T. Rethink possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 57th President of the United States.
AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. Get your grad or dad the exclusive Samsung Strive for just $19.99, only from AT&T.
Papa's in the house. Now create your own specialty pizza or choose any of our signature specialty pizzas. Just $10. Your recipe and our ingredients could win you pizza for life. Go to papajohns.com for details.
She's on the lookout for great savings at Kohl's, where it's all on sale. Absolutely, positively, everything in the store is all on sale. No strings attached. Door to door, rack to rack, it's all on sale. Even exclusive and designer brands. Plus, you'll save even more during Power Hours, Friday 3 to 11 p.m. and Saturday 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's the best time to score the best savings. So hurry into Kohl's, where it's all on sale. This Friday through Sunday, you can have it all. Kohl's, expect great things.
Walt Disney Pictures presents a world so magical.
Good morning, everyone.
It can only be called
Wonderland.
And now it's available in a low price this week. Alice in Wonderland on Disney Blu-ray DVD Combo Pack. Own it today. And save up to $10 at aliceoffer.com.
Look in the glove box. Suitcase? Huh? Where do gummy bears hide? Under the seat. Yeah!
The all-new Chevy Equinox.
Guess who?
Dad!
Enjoy the trip.
Okay, Daddy.
A Consumer's Digest Best Buy with a 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. It takes you farther and brings you closer.
The NBA Finals. LA's size and stifling defense were too much for Boston in Game 1. Now the Celtics look to bounce back and steal a win on the road. The NBA Finals. Game 2. Sunday on ABC.
Now for the official Spelling Bee rules. A speller.
A speller
May ask questions.
may ask questions.
About the word's pronunciation or definition.
Definition.
Its use in a sentence.
In a sentence.
And its language of origin.
Language of origin.
If you start to spell a word, you may start over,
But the sequences of letters already spoken may not be changed.
The next speller that will follow those rules, Juliana Cannibal Rodriguez, there with her mom, getting some well wishes. Jaleesa, her mom. You know, Juliana became interested in spelling bees in the 1st grade and has competed in both English and Spanish bees. Let's meet her now.
Hola, mi nombre es Juliana Cannibal Rodriguez y soy de Puerto Rico. This is like a big dream for me because the greatest thing in the world is when you get to know that you're representing your country. I would love to be the 2nd speller to win from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is like a very energetic country. Ah! All your fans are like screaming, go, go! Paddleboarding is something that I've recently started doing. It's as if it were kayaking, but you were standing up. It's just like a tranquil environment. I usually like relax, all the stress is gone, and it's pretty entertaining. My favorite word to spell is dacquoise. It is spelled D-A-C-Q-U-O-I-S-E. It's French, and it has to do with dessert. The first time I saw it, I just said, well, wow, this is a really neat word.
And next up is Juliana. Really didn't start learning formal English until kindergarten. Amazing what this girl has done from Mae West, Puerto Rico.
Hello.
Gyokuro.
Gyokuro. Definition, please.
Gyokuro is a high-grade tea made in Japan from the leaves of shaded bushes and used for domestic consumption. Gyokuro.
May I have the sentence, please?
In Japan, Gyokuro is considered to be the most exquisite green tea.
Language of origin?
Japanese.
Paul, she speaks a lot of languages. Japanese, not one of them.
Gyokuro is a high-grade tea made in Japan from the leaves of shaded bushes and used for domestic consumption.
Gyokuro. Am I pronouncing this correctly?
No.
Okay, let's try it again. Gyokuro.
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 She's almost turning that first syllable into two syllables,
Let's
and
have
that's what
Dr.
they're
Bailey say it to
splitting
you,
hairs
and then
over.
you say it right after him.
Okay.
I think they're concerned about the beginning.
And again, with her first
Gyokuro.
language being Spanish, she's kind of putting a Spanish
Gyokuro.
flair on this word.
A little bit, and normally
Can you
Japanese
repeat
is
the
very
sentence again?
straightforward.
Sure. In Japan, Gyokuro is considered to be the most exquisite green tea.
But this
Gyokuro.
pronunciation may
Gyokuro.
trip her up if she goes with strict Japanese phonetics. See her folks watching? She still has one more year of eligibility after this if she doesn't win tonight. And this is a tough word. It's that third letter that may be the slipping point for her. And you see the clock in the corner of your screen there, Chris. They have 2.5 minutes to spell the
Am I
word.
pronouncing this correctly?
Yes.
And at what point do the judges have to lay out?
In the final 30 seconds, there can be no back and forth. It's all in the spelling.
Gyokuro.
She knows that.
And they can see the clock in front of them.
G-Y-A K-U-R-O, Gyokuro.
Gyokuro is G-Y-O-K-U-R-O.
Thank you.
And that's the difference, Chris, between a word being Japanese and a word coming to English from Japanese. If she were in Japan, it would be Gyokuro. But because it came to English, that's a bit of an anglicized pronunciation. And hearing Gyokuro told her in her mind it's A. So that really was a tough word for Juliana. But like I said, good chance she'll be back next year.
Yeah, and what this young lady has accomplished in such a short time, learning English here in the National B, really impressive.
Hi, Aditya.
Aditya?
Dr. Bailey.
Chimadupati?
Endoseismology.
Endoseismology. May I have the definition, please?
Endoseismology is the geophysical science that deals with the records of earthquake shocks registered in or near the region of disturbance. I've got endoseismology, engiseismology, and engoseismology.
Aditya, a fellow Texan, goes to Nolan
use that
Ryan Junior
sentence,
High
please?
School. Nolan
Sure.
sent him a congratulatory
Bridget
note.
was about to report a tremor to the Department of Engoseismology when she realized it was only her husband upstairs playing Dance Dance Revolution.
May I have the origin, please?
It's composed of 3 Greek parts.
Talked to Aditya earlier today. He said Greek is boring. He's not a big fan of Greek roots, but he needs to know them here.
May I have the part of speech, please?
Seismology part won't get him, but maybe the beginning.
Engoseismology is a noun.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
I have 3.
You think this is tough
There's
on the kids?
Engoseismology,
Look at the mom.
engiseismology, and engoseismology.
That combination
Can you
of
repeat
pronunciations
all 3
may
of
give
them,
him a
please?
clue.
Sure.
But knowing a Greek root that means near.
Engoseismology
would be big.
NG seismology and engoseismology.
Engoseismology. Am I pronouncing the word correctly?
Will he single that consonant or double it? Big question here.
Engoseismology. Engoseismology.
Engoseismology is ENGYSSEISMOLOGY.
Thank you, Dr. Bailey.
And really, without knowing that Greek root, engis, meaning near, he had no sure way of getting that word. But another impressive performance. 2 years in a row, he went deep into the competition, and obviously Nolan Ryan would be proud.
Right, absolutely. Didn't get the no-hitter like Nolan, but pitched a pretty good game. Aditya, after a great start, we have lost 2 in a row. Up next will be Andrew Gross. There are 8 finalists left. They are playing for pride, but also for a little cash here from Scripps, $30,000 cash, an engraved trophy, of course, along with $2,500 U.S. savings bond, and the Encyclopedia Britannica, $2,700 worth of reference work. So pride, little hardware, and a little cash on the line tonight.
That's a lot on the line.
And the next man that's going to stand the pressure under the lights in front of the mic, Andrew Gross, 13-year-old 8th grader from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And spelling runs in the family. Andrew's Aunt Marie Gross Campbell was eliminated in the 4th round of the 1973 Scripps National Spelling Bee on the word Knish. Let's meet him.
Hello, my name is Andrew Gross, and I'm from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Having my family in the audience makes me somewhat nervous, but I'm sure they're cheering me on, and that would be weird if they didn't. My mom, she's very helpful to me. She's helped me throughout my entire 4 years of spelling. She's a great mom. My favorite word is sesquipedalianism, and it means the practice of using very long words, and I enjoy doing that. When I'm not spelling, I really enjoy reading or writing. I like to play tennis, my favorite sport. Rafael Nadal is my favorite tennis player. He's a great player, and he's pretty cool.
Andrew Gross tied for 42nd last year. Went back, Paul, and said he repurposed his studying. He refocused.
Found out what it would take to be a champ. Now he's trying to pull it off.
Mauka.
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 May I have the definition, please?
Toward the mountains, inland, upland.
Mauka. Are there any other pronunciations?
Just the one. Mauka.
Okay, what's the language of origin?
Hawaiian.
Which should help him out. It's a very phonetic language.
Okay.
Everything's spelled how it sounds.
It's an adjective.
It's his mom, Jennifer,
it's actually
and
an
Dad,
adverb.
Gregory Gross.
Okay.
She said it was nerve-wracking to watch her son here at the Bee.
Worse
As
than his
in,
tennis
Kalani
matches,
built
she
his
said.
cottage Mauka from Wailea near an old sugar plantation.
Okay. Mauka. It's from Hawaiian?
Yes. Mauka.
Okay.
The temptation here is to make it harder than it
Mauka.
is.
M-A-U-K-A. Mauka.
And he didn't. No sesquipedalianism required on that 5-letter word. Nice job, Andrew.
Andrew Gross takes a seat and a sigh of relief. Andrew, you're sticking around. And so are we. More Scripps National Spelling Bee right after this.
Ever wonder how great it would be if everything was designed with everyone in mind? We did. Introducing the Samsung 4-door refrigerator. The fridge with a counter height drawer that has 4 adjustable temperature settings. The stuff you like most, chilled just the way you like it. All easily within reach. That's the wonder of Samsung.
Summer sassy with swing skirts from $15. Will your summer fling be long or short?
How about both?
Oh, you skirty girl, you. Swing skirts starting at $15 for all the ladies. This week at Old Navy.
It's a first.
L'Oreal's breakthrough lash boosting serum now in new double extend mascara. Infused with serum, it visibly multiplies and extends lashes. Now see more lashes beautifully extended. L'Oreal's new double extend lash boosting mascara.
We have a pretty big family.
Yeah.
All boys.
I call them our starting five.
Yeah. So when we go out, like the other night, we have to make sure they get enough to eat.
Pass these down to your brothers and make sure they get some, okay?
Olive Garden introduces our new crust bellies. Handcrafted Italian crepes, oven-baked and stuffed with 5 cheeses, then topped with herb-marinated chicken in a garlic cream sauce, or with grilled Italian sausage in our tomato Alfredo, starting at just $10.95 with unlimited salad and breadsticks.
Olive Garden's one of the few places we can take our family where everyone's happy.
Olive Garden, when you're here, you're family.
From the network that brought you The Secret Life of the American Teenager.
I might even skip my dessert. I'll take it.
Hairspray's Nikki Blonsky.
Everyone wants us to hate our bodies. Well, I refuse to.
In life, there are no small issues.
I don't want to change. Why should I?
A new ABC Family original drama series, Huge, premieres June 28th at 9/8 Central after an all-new Secret Life, only on ABC Family.
iMasters has never had a designer clearance like this before. Imagine designer frames, including Tommy Hilfiger, only $49 for a complete pair. No-line bifocals are only $99. The designer clearance at iMasters. Why pay more?
Do you know what Time Warner digital cable? If I get this HD TV, I can get tons of HD for no extra fee. AT&T UVerse, they charge me like $10 more every month to get their HD.
No way.
Yeah, that can add up.
It's like they're taking money that was yours and keeping it for themselves.
Yeah, like a,
It's like what?
dressed as a...
Electronics store employee.
No fee HD? AT&T UVerse doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get digital cable with no extra fee HD for just $25 per month for 12 months. Call now.
Jexa Energy, the fast and easy way to pay less for electricity. Sign up today and get up to a $200 cash reward. Go to jexaenergy.com for details.
The first triple digits of the season are in the forecast. That means near record heat and even some thunderstorms. It's all ahead. I'll have that weekend outlook at 10.
LA's size and stifling defense, too much for Boston in Game 1. Now the Celtics look to bounce back and steal a win on the road. The NBA Finals Game 2 on ABC, Sunday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Coverage begins with the GMC Sierra NBA Countdown at 7:30 Eastern. But we got a championship to settle right here in our nation's capital. Back here in Washington, D.C., there's the cup we're fighting for. It started with 273 spellers here in D.C., down to 48 in the semis. 10 started the finals tonight. 8 still remain, and that cup is the goal. Up next going to be Laura Newcomb, the lone Canadian hope, and Laura has already reached her goal of finishing in the top 10 today, but if she keeps this up, she could become the first Canadian ever to win here. Let's meet her.
Hi, I'm Laura Newcomb. I'm 11 years old and I'm from Toronto, Ontario. I'd say that Toronto is a multicultural city. It's full of all sorts of different kinds of people and culture. Eh? No one I know says that. I think it's just a myth. There are a couple of words that are spelt differently, like color. We love our youth. It's a loonie. See, it's got a loon on it, see? It's the Canadian dollar. Can I have it? Sometimes with my prize money, I like to go to Chinatown and buy jewelry. Bling. I'm like a pack rat for shiny things. It's stuck. I am the only Canadian in the Scripps National Spelling Bee this year. I'm going to show those 300 Americans that one Canadian is better than all of them combined. No, maybe not, but it's a nice thought. Yay!
And Paul, you mentioned this, but as she steps up to the mic, it bears repeating. The youngest finalist at 11 years old, if she wins, would be the youngest since 1942.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
A lot of history.
Confiserie.
Confiserie?
Confiserie.
Confiserie?
No.
I think so. Let's hear it again.
Confiserie?
No.
Okay. Confiserie.
Confiserie?
She's not getting that slight N sound in the first syllable that Dr. Bailey wants to make sure she gets. Dr. Jacques Bailey himself,
Dr.
a former
Bailey's
national
lips
champion.
And try to repeat right after
And that
him.
is Mary Brooks, the head judge, also a national champion.
Confiserie.
No. Let's do it again.
Confiserie.
Confiserie.
And while they're doing this, the clock is running.
Closer.
But they want to make sure that she hears the right word, because if she spells the wrong word, she's not going to spell it right.
Confiserie.
Give her some more information.
It's a very French pronunciation, and because it's French, that N sound
Confiserie
is very
is a shop where
slight.
sweet edibles as candy, cake, pastry, candied fruits, and ice cream are made, sold, or served.
Confiserie.
We're already down to a minute left.
Could I please have the language of origin?
That was a
It's from French.
better pronunciation. You see her folks in the background?
Confiserie.
Are the judges still?
Maybe if you come a little closer to the microphone, Laura.
Confiserie.
Trying to get her to get that confiserie, which is kind of a French nuance.
Come watch
She's
Dr.
just
Bailey's
missing
lips.
it. But time, like you point out, Chris,
Yeah,
is running
minute
out
and a
on
half.
her. And only about 25 more seconds of interaction with the judges. In that final 30 seconds, it's only Laura. And this may make her feel a little more pressure because they haven't gotten that straightened out. This could get dicey for
Okay,
Laura on a
time
pretty
is of the
straightforward
essence now, so we'll
French-sounding
let you
words.
go back and...
Sorry about that.
Could I have it in a sentence?
The confiserie tempted Michael away from his South Beach diet.
Confiserie. Yeah.
So now they can't answer anything else.
Colfiserie. Confiserie.
And she never got it, Paul.
She never did hear that N sound. She heard an L sound, and that's why they worked so diligently to try to clear it up. But that wasn't what felled her there. She missed the middle of the word, too.
Standing ovation for the 11-year-old, the youngest finalist. Well-deserved for this young lady who will be back.
Absolutely. Next year, as long as she wins the Canadian National B for the 3rd year in a row next year, she'll be back here, and she will be a contender. Unfortunately.
Confiserie is spelled C-O-N-F-I-S-E-R-I-E.
So
And now you see the look.
Confiserie.
Oh, that's going to haunt that poor girl.
Very confusing for Laura. But again, she missed the middle of the word, too, so that wasn't the reason she missed the word. Something to remember for next year.
Well, she won't forget that, and we won't forget her. But again, the stat remains: a Canadian has never won our National Spelling Bee. What states have won the most cups? Well, the Buckeye State, Ohio's won 8, followed by Colorado, Texas, and Pennsylvania and Tennessee chime in with 6.
We could see Ohio number 9 this year if Anamika can take it, but let's see what Adrian has for us here.
Adrian Gunawan.
Hi, Adrian.
Always stands with one arm behind his back. That's his style up there every time.
Netsky.
Netsky.
Oh, yes, Netsky, Netske, and Netsake.
Netsky. May I have a definition, please?
Netsky is a small object carved in wood or ivory, or wrought in metal, pierced with holes, and used by the Japanese as a toggle to fasten a small pouch or purse to the kimono sash.
Always wears his lucky blue T-shirt
Netsky.
underneath. His gray and black socks,
May I
always.
have the language of all?
Sure. It's from Japanese.
That should help
May I
if he
have it in
pays
a sentence,
attention to that
please?
second pronunciation.
Hiroko cherishes her grandmother's ivory Netsky. It's Netsky, Netske, and Netsake.
Netsake is the
May
one
I
he should
have
focus on. That will give him the spelling
part of speech,
phonetically
please?
in Japanese.
It's a noun.
Netsky. N-E-T-S-U-K-E. Netsky.
Well done. He had a perfect score on the first round computer test. He means business this year. He is one to watch tonight.
Very poised, definitely one of the favorites. 7 spellers remain in the finals. And let's go down to Erin Andrews. Erin.
Chris, thanks so much. I'm here right now with Juliana and really appreciate you coming over to talk. What was it about the word that gave you the most problems?
It was probably the pronunciation and the moment I was trying to figure it out, but I guess, you know, I still have one more year and I'm going to go for it.
As you should. And Mom, we saw just how emotional it is for the parents. We talk about how nerve-wracking it is. What was it like up there for you? We could see you as she was trying to figure this word out.
Well, I sat down earlier and I wrote most of the words. But when she got her word, I had no clue. And I'm her coach, and, you know, it's hard. So when she got that start spelling, I was like, oh, my God, is she in the right track? I had no idea. So now that, you know, I got out of there, I saw the word, and she misspelled only one letter. So that's wonderful, I think.
It is. Only one letter. Good news is you can come back next year, and I have a feeling we'll see you here. Your coach was stumped, for goodness sake. Thank you so much, you guys. We appreciate it. Thank you. Chris.
All right, Aaron, and thanks to Juliana. It was great to meet her and her family this week. And next up, Lance and Tang, 14-year-old 8th grader from Potomac, Maryland, just around the corner.
Well, only a couple first-time competitors still in. He's a threat.
Leishmanic and Lishmanic.
Is this from German?
Experience usually a key.
An
Last
English
7 winners
name plus an English
have
combining
been here
form.
previously.
Can I have the definition?
Of or relating to a genus of flagellate protozoans parasitic in the tissue of vertebrates. Leishmanic, Lishmanic.
Leishmanic?
You heard that etymology. That's about the toughest
Can I have it in a
etymology
sentence,
answer you
please?
can get when you ask for that language of origin. It's from someone's
It's
name.
no surprise that Eldora got infected with Leishmanic parasites because honestly, that woman is a walking disaster.
Is this a noun?
It's an adjective. It means of or relating to a genus of flagellate protozoans parasitic in the tissues of vertebrates.
So it's just those two pronunciations?
Yes, Leishmanic, Lishmanic.
He does that with the
Leishmanic.
microphone every time, too.
L-I-S-H-M-A-N-N-I-C. Leishmanic.
Lishmanic is L-E-I-S-H-M-A-N-I-C.
That was as good a guess as any. When it comes from someone's name, it's not following a rule. You have to be familiar with that name or you're not going to get it.
6 spellers left. You know, these kids have had a lot of fun with letters this week. Not just spelling with them, they've been wearing them too. We'll be right back.
Hurry in to the JCPenney Appreciation Sale for extra savings this Friday and Saturday. Save an extra 15% on all regular sale and clearance items. Everything, no exclusions. Save an extra 15% on all brands for her. An extra 15% on all brands for him. Save an extra 15% on kids' clothes and footwear for everyone. Save an extra 15% on everything for home, too. Get extra savings store-wide, so get in extra early at 8 a.m. Saturday. Find more at jcp.com. Who knew shopping could be so rewarding? JCPenney.
For dazzling white teeth, give toothpaste the brush off. You need Listerine Whitening Vibrant White Rinse, the mouthwash that gets teeth 4 times whiter than the leading toothpaste and kills bad breath germs. Listerine Whitening Vibrant White.
Introducing new All Oxy Active for all active families. Our advanced 2-in-1 power cleans tough stains like grass better than the leading Oxy detergent and helps get your family's wash incredibly white and bright. Try new All Oxy Active. It's all good.
Hang up your jacket. Take it down. Put it on. Take it off.
I already did.
Jacket off. Check it on.
I don't have a jacket.
Jacket on. Be strong. Everything is kung fu. Check it off!
I'm ready.
Rated PG.
Subway now has
Breakfast!
your
Better breakfast!
with egg whites,
Red onions!
jalapeno, banana peppers, tomatoes, Black Forest ham,
Sweet onion sauce. Melted cheese. All on English muffins.
Or flatbread.
However,
You want it!
Spread the word. Subway now has breakfast. Get the deliciousness just the way you want it, like the Subway Western Egg White Muffin Melt. Build your better breakfast at Subway.
T-Mobile helps families stick together by letting you add a family member for just $5. So who would you add?
I'd add my mom. You know, you gotta do that.
I'd add Grandma if she promises not to call and ask when I'm getting married. She's 35.
My stepbrother Sonny, my Uncle Pete.
I'd add our next door neighbor.
Ginger? You're not adding Ginger.
That dude, and I don't even know him. Shoot, for $5, I'd add them all.
Switch to T-Mobile and add a family member for just $5. Now buy a smartphone like the T-Mobile MyTouch and get a second one free. Only from T-Mobile.
Saturday, 273 contestants, hours of stressful competition, and only one clear winner. Saturday, the 2010 Spelling Bee champion is live, only on
GMA.
on ABC.
Splish splash, I had a big crash. Thought about a Tuesday night. Rubber dub, getting hit with the mud. Thinking everything was alright. Well, I stepped on the course, put my feet on the floor. I ran as fast as can be, and I opened the door. And I splish splash, I had another crash. Well, how was I to know there was a hell about a dump?
ABC's summer season really takes off with 60 new splash-tacular obstacles. ABC's Wipeout, season premiere Tuesday, June 22nd, part of ABC's new summer season.
Mr. Farrell, your word is supplementary.
Supplementary. Supplementary. Can you use it in a sentence?
I'm pretty sure Will Farrell doesn't know how to spell supplementary.
Oh, okay. Okay, Mr. Human Spell Check. May I have the definition, please?
The other guys are supplementary to the main guys.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. Supplementary. S U P P L E supple.
Close enough.
So the 6 remaining finalists will not have to face Will Ferrell. He heard the dreaded bell and did not make it here to the finals. But Elizabeth Platts did, and she is holding her own. Elizabeth lists Webster's Third, the official dictionary, as her favorite book. She hasn't finished it yet, but plans to in the coming year. Let's meet her.
Elizabeth Platts, Shelbina, Missouri. I'm really excited to be here for a second year. If I won, I would be like, wow, because it would be really cool. I like the word lagadoodly because it describes me as being playful with words, which I am. The outfit that the little one is wearing, we found on a bear. The sweater that's on the big monkey, my mom made for it because she makes sweaters for a lot of our favorite animals. I like them because they're cute.
She told us today it's not what you know, it's how well you can figure it out. We'll see how well she can figure out her next word right now.
Hi.
Hi, Dr. Billy.
Gnocchi, gnocchi, and gnocchi.
Gnocchi? Is that like a food?
It is. It's dumplings of a pasta, often made with cheese or riced potato.
Paul, you always say
and served
food, ingredients,
with a
great way to
sauce.
pick up words.
As in,
menus.
Isadora and JP were plucking chunks of gnocchi out of their hair for weeks after the food fight.
You heard a little bit of a
can I have the
rumble in the
etymology,
audience when she got this word. I think a lot of people are thinking this might be
It's
too
from a
easy for this
perhaps
point in the
Germanic
competition.
element that went to Italian, and we took it straight from Italian.
Okay.
Let's see if it's
Gnocchi.
easy for Elizabeth.
I'm saying it right?
It's gnocchi,
Gnocchi.
gnocchi, and gnocchi.
Okay. Gnocchi. G-N-O-C-C-H-I. Gnocchi.
Apparently she eats Italian plenty.
Apparently the ladies at her church make tetrazzini for her from what I hear, but I think that gnocchi tasted pretty good right there.
So great job. Elizabeth Platts moves on. None of our finalists will have to face the obstacles of Wipeout. Reality TV's #1 Guiltiest Pleasure is back Tuesday, June 22nd. It's the season premiere of ABC's Wipeout. And this season, there are 60 new obstacles, including the door knocker, the fence flapper, the smack wall sweeper, the trampoline, and the blob. Wipeout season premiere Tuesday, June 22nd, 8/7 Central on ABC. And a young man who has already graced the stage tonight and has done well here in the finals, Shantanu Srivatsa. Shantanu's friends were jealous that he got to miss 2 weeks of school to come here to the B, and that was before he made the championship finals. Let's learn a little bit more about this talented young man.
I'm Shantanu Srivatsa, and I'm from Fargo, North Dakota. My favorite thing about spelling is that it gives you discipline for other stuff that you want to do in life, and it teaches you that you have to work hard to get things that you want. If I won the National Spelling Bee, I would be extremely ecstatic because I would know that all my hard work wouldn't go to waste. My favorite word is ho'omali mali, H-O-O-M-A-L-I-M-A-L-I. It's my favorite word because it's really fun to say, and it means a kind of weasel.
Shantanu trying to become the first champ to take that cup back to North Dakota.
He's capable.
Hello.
Hi.
Infundibuliform.
Can I have the definition, please?
Infundibuliform means having the form of a funnel or cone.
Infundibuliform.
This is his third and final time here at the B.
F-U-N-D-I-B-U-L-I-F-O-R-M, infundibuliform.
Call back 2 words for him here in the finals, and he has stroked them both right down the middle.
Less than 30 seconds both times. When you know it, why mess around? Get it out there, get it over with, get on to the next round.
Look at that kid. The confidence is there. Anamika Viramani back up to the mic. Perfect score in her computer test early on this week.
Epiphysis.
Could I have the definition, please?
Last year tied for 5th. Says she knows what to expect.
Epiphysis
is
one of the ends of the long bones of the limbs in higher vertebrates. Epiphysis.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
I show just that one. Epiphysis.
Could you please repeat the definition?
One of the ends of the long bones of the limbs in higher vertebrates.
She can break this
Could you
down
use
to
the
the
word in a
roots
sentence, please?
in Greek. She should
Cynthia's
have the word.
hip pain was caused by an injured femoral epiphysis.
Epiphysis is, am I saying that correctly?
Epiphysis.
Epiphysis.
They often
Could you
say,
please
Paul, they don't know
repeat the
what
definition?
question
Sorry.
will get them the right answer to help them
One
spell
of
the
the
word, so
ends
they
of
ask
the
as
long
many as they can.
bones of the limbs in higher vertebrates.
And she does a great
Epiphysis.
job of that. The schwa sound of the next to last syllable may be a sticking point for her, but if she thinks hard enough, I think she can pull it out. The beginning of the word should be a no-brainer for her.
Could you please repeat the word?
Epiphysis.
Could I have the language of origin, please?
It's from a word that went from Greek to Latin, plus a Greek combining form that went to Latin. So it's basically Greek to Latin.
Is there anything else I can ask?
Well, sure. We can go through it all again. Epiphysis is a noun. It's made up of Greek elements that went to Latin. And it means one of the ends of the long bones of the limbs in higher vertebrates.
Dr. Bailey, the announcer, is so good at being there for these kids.
He knows what it's like. He's been in their shoes. You see the clock. Here she goes.
E-P-I-P-H-Y-S-I-S. Epiphysis.
She did a great job that time. That spelling may have come to her initially, but she let it sit there in their mind, just kept visualizing it, and the Y looked right, and it was right.
The number is still at 6 finalists on the stage, and just backstage, our own Aaron Andrews. Aaron.
Chris, thank you. I'm here with Laura Newcomb. And Laura, you had said you had a hard time hearing what Dr. Bailey was saying. Tell us about what was going on stage when he was trying to tell you the word.
Well, he said confiserie, but I heard confiserie, so I was really confused. I knew the word confiserie. It's just I couldn't really tell what he was saying.
We saw your dad give you a great hug. What were your parents saying when you were on the stage?
It's fine. You've already reached your goal. You've done great.
And you said this is where you want to be, and good news, you can come back next year. When do you start studying for next year?
I think I'm going to start studying maybe a couple of weeks after this.
You deserve the break. What are you going to do differently this year, heading into next year?
I think I'm going to try and check up all the pronunciations of words, just so that I don't make this sort of mistake next year.
Well, just as long as you bring back those those braces, that smile, and that laughter will be good to go, okay? Look forward to seeing you back next year.
Thanks.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, Aaron, if I was a betting man, I would bet we'd see Miss Newcomb back here next year. A great spirit to have. 6 spellers remain, and we'll be back to settle the score right after this.
Gotta get your head.
So,
Get your head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game.
Green tea with citrus.
Your morning's been rough, so rough, but you got the right stuff. Green tea with citrus. On the bright side. Don't pout, the sun's out. Check Big Fin out. Oh, that's tight. Now you can make a tasty dish, cause tea with citrus goes great with chicken.
Lipton green tea with citrus. Drink on the bright side.
After using Rogaine for a while, I went to my stylist and she said hair was growing back. I was like, yes, this works.
Only Rogaine is proven to regrow hair in 85% of guys.
And that's it.
Come in now for Chili's new handmade burgers with fries starting at just $5.99. Like the Rojo Burger with smoky hickory sauce, the new Avocado Burger, or the Ultimate Stacked. The perfect burger with fries starting at just $5.99. Right now, only at Chili's.
There's the cackle, the guffaw, and of course the nervous Nelly. This form of expression is called laughter. It's quite contagious. And Wednesdays this summer with The Middle, Modern Family in Cougar Town, you can laugh on and on and on.
Let's do it!
Oh, I need to rinse my face.
You're fine. Laugh on all summer long. Wednesday starting at 8/7 Central on ABC.
How do you take that awe-inspiring, wow, he's flying, oh my gosh, I am drenched Shamu moment and relive it whenever you want with the SeaWorld Fun Card. Pay for a day, come back all year.
Me and JT, we're on the same barbecue team. Say, JT, how much are you for using your mop and loop?
There ain't no fee, Big John. We're on the same team.
Oh, I must have been thinking about TV from AT&T Uverse. See, when you join their team, they make you pay an extra fee just for watching HD.
No extra fee HD. AT&T Uverse doesn't have it. Time Warner Digital Cable does. Get digital cable with HD for just $25 a month. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
How do you take that pulse-pounding, skin-soaking, I am having the time of my life moment and relive it whenever you want with a SeaWorld Fun Card. Pay for a day, come back all year.
Remember, don't start spelling the word unless you know it.
I wonder why I'm number 11.
And ask for the definition, even if you know the word.
Hey, look, when I look down, my number looks the same to me as it does to you.
Forget about the sign. You should be focusing on letters right now, not numbers. Now, over there, that's your main competition, Senji Bawa.
Hey!
Hey, don't befriend your enemy. He's nothing to you. You're gonna take him down. Got it?
Okay.
Do you even care about winning this thing?
I don't know.
Because, you know, you win, you get a trophy to put on your shelf. I thought you'd think that was really cool.
Nah, I don't really care about the winning part. I just like the spell.
The Middle, Wednesday nights on ABC. I've also heard about this other show called The Bachelorette that's on Mondays on ABC. I've heard really good things about it. Chris Harrison, Paul Leffler here in Washington, D.C. And Paul, we have 6 finalists remaining. So far, your thoughts on the night?
Well, I think the thing that keeps coming back around is probably something that you've heard before, the element of chance, the luck of the draw, which speller gets which word. One word it's gnocchi, and the speller's familiar. Another word it's gyakuro, and the speller hasn't heard it before. And that makes such a difference. There's no way to be completely fair. That's always going to be a part of a spelling bee. That's just the way it is.
We have 2 spellers left here in round 7, so let's get back and finish up round 7. Next up on the stage going to be Joanna Yee, 13-year-old 7th grader. We're seeing for the second time tonight. Hi. Very poised, well-spoken young lady.
Tailleur or Tailleur?
Tailleur or Tailleur. Is that correct?
Sounds right.
Okay, can I have the language of origin?
French.
That's what she wanted to hear.
Tailleur, Tailleur.
It's a language that she speaks. Second
can
word in a
I
row
have the
that she's
definition?
gotten that was French.
A woman's suit fashioned to measurements specifically required.
Okay, can you use it in a sentence?
Elizabeth wore her gray wool tailleur with black accessories to the business luncheon.
Okay, so it's tailleur or tailleur.
Tailleur, tailleur.
Tailleur, tailleur.
I think with her knowledge of French, she should be solid on this word. Her first time here, and she's got a chance to go all the way.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
She said she was excited to be here just so she could
It's a
watch it
noun.
here in
Okay.
D.C. Well, she has a good seat tonight behind the mic.
Doesn't seem bothered by the lights at all either.
Okay,
Should she not win, she is eligible for one more year here at the B.
She might be second guessing a little bit right now. She says she visualizes the words floating in front of her and reaches out and grabs the one that looks right. So I don't know how many are floating in front of her right now. I have a feeling.
tailleur, tailleur. Is that right? T-A-L-L-U-R-E.
Tailleur is spelled T-A-I-L-L-E-U-R.
Okay, thank you.
And she's fine with that. You see, she doesn't seem that bothered. She didn't expect to be in this position. She just finished in the top 6 spellers in the country. And like you said, Chris, she's got a chance to be back next year when she'll likely be one of the favorites.
Wouldn't surprise me at all to see her back either. Andrew Gross will be next up from Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Aguinaldo.
Aguinaldo.
Andrew's approach very
Aguinaldo.
deliberate every time. Takes it nice and slow.
Aguinaldo.
Very businesslike.
Aguinaldo. Sounds right.
Are there any other pronunciations?
There's just the one. Aguinaldo.
Oddly enough, a self-proclaimed gourmet.
Okay. Definition, please.
A Spanish-American Christmas carol.
You heard Andrew's pronunciation with a little more Spanish flair than Dr. Bailey's.
What's the origin?
We took it from Spanish, which may have taken it from Latin.
Latin's another language he's studied extensively. I think he's all over
It's
this
a noun,
word.
right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Aguinaldo. Aguinaldo.
Sounds right.
Okay.
Just making sure in his mind. He's not missing something.
Aguinaldo. A-G-A-N-A-L-D-O. Aguinaldo. Okay.
Aguinaldo.
Another standing ovation from the crowd for this 13-year-old. Here for the second time. His last year of eligibility will not be back at the B.
And it's going to be frustrating when he hears the correct spelling, because it was the way he pronounced it, but not the way the dictionary says it.
Aguinaldo is spelled A-G-U-I-N-A-L-D-O.
And that when he said Aguinaldo, that's exactly what he was thinking, but the dictionary says Aguinaldo, and that's why he changed it to an A.
We are down to the final 4 as we move into round 8. When we come back, we will crown the Scripps National Spelling Bee champion right here on ABC.
Buzz! Hold on, I'm coming! Don't worry, Buzz, I'll save him! Whoa! Grab my tail!
He's a goner.
No, Buzz!
My favorite part.
Buzz? Where have you been?
With the guys.
Hey, Buzz! Hey, buddy!
Visa Debit, the easier way to bring Toy Story home. More people go with Visa.
Does your smooth pass the second day test? Or does Frizz make you start all over? Get ready for a revolution. The new Pantene Frizzy to Smooth system. Medium to thick hair absorbs up to 40% more moisture. So we've customized a Pro V system that in test outlasts the frizz point. The results? Smooth stays into the second day. Put it to the test. Frizzy to Smooth from new Pantene. Healthy makes it happen. The Pantene reinvention is here. Introducing the new Pantene Custom Solutions with options for your unique hair structure. Thick, fine, curly, or color to make the hair you love last and last. Put it to the test. Find your new Pantene.
Good game. Have game time
Good dinner.
and dinner time at the same time. The KFC Fan Feast. Get both original recipe and grilled, plus sides and biscuits.
Can your mom pitch too?
So S-O-G-O-O-D good.
This just in via text message and wall post. The search is on for cute boots.
Introducing the Motorola Backflip from AT&T, breaking the news that's important to you.
This just in on Twitter and Facebook. A local bachelor, age 41, has just enrolled in karate.
Find out what's possible when you get Facebook, Twitter, text, and more, streaming on a single screen. Only on AT&T.
We're pretty good about cutting down on our bills. What? Hi, honey. Lights out.
But to save even more money, we went to Lowe's.
I told them an Energy Star washer would save about $500 a lifetime, and a WaterSense toilet can save up to $90 a year.
Plus, Lowe's is the only retailer to win the EPA's highest award from Energy Star and WaterSense.
They're trying to embarrass me.
No!
Oh, come on.
Experience. Lowe's. Let's build something together.
Purchase carpet at Lowe's and have it installed in your entire house for just $97.
Think these kids are amazing? Well, tonight, just wait till you see kids climbing Mount Everest, sailing the world alone, even bullfighting. See them all on 2020, right after the Spelling Bee, tonight on ABC.
Friday, June 18th, one superstar will rock the UK, making history around the world in her first network TV special. Go behind the scenes and meet the Miley Cyrus you don't know.
I gotta go on stage and I just gotta sing, cause everyone knows it's my #1 thing. 1, 2, 3, Hello, London.
The epic concert television event, Miley Cyrus in London, Friday, June 18th on ABC. Depend on Greg Fields. News 8 Weather delivers.
Do I have to spell it out? 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 Do I have to spell it out?
Kids had a lot of fun this entire week here at the National Spelling Bee, but things have gotten very serious here in the ballroom. Adrian Gunawan, Elizabeth Platts, Shantanu Srivatsa, Anamika Veermani, one of those talented kids, will be our next champion. This is how we got here. We started with 273, 48 semifinalists, and you see how we have worked it down. We started with 10 finalists tonight, and as we begin round 8, we are down to the final 4. It is amazing how empty that stage looks, and Paul, the pressure just kicked up a notch.
No doubt about it, and they're feeling it. They can see the empty chairs that just got taken off the stage. They see how close they are together now. They know that trophy is just a few words away.
And you can feel it here in the ballroom. Adrian Gunawan is going to be coming up next, and talk about calm, cool, and collected. This guy has had no problems today. Adrian studied 2 to 4 hours a day to prepare for the bee. Somehow he still has time for lots of other interests. Let's take a closer look at him.
Hi, my name is Adrian Gunawan, and I'm from Arlington Heights, Illinois. My favorite part about spelling is just the words themselves and learning about other languages and how they influenced English. I don't really have a favorite word to spell because for me, it's not really about which one's my favorite. I just spell them as I go. When I'm not spelling, usually I study mathematics, or I work on homework, or I study for tests and quizzes. One of my role models is Albert Einstein because he was a genius. My lucky shirt's just a blue t-shirt. I've either gotten first or second in spelling bee when I wore that shirt.
Tied for 91st last year, didn't make it to the stage, but obviously that experience,
Hey, Adrian.
he has learned a lot, and he is ready to go this year.
You ready?
And you can see the blue t-shirt hanging down.
Round 8 begins.
Terabilita.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Terribilita.
Terribilita.
Sounds right. Can you say it again?
Terribilita. May I have the definition, please?
Terribilita is an effect or expression of powerful will and immense angry force, as in the work of Michelangelo.
May I have the language of origin, please?
Terribilita is from a word that went from Latin to Italian before becoming English.
Terribilita.
Sounds right.
Italian should help them figure out which letter makes that
Are
E
there any
sound
alternate
for the back
pronunciations?
end of this word.
I have just the one pronunciation. Terribilita.
Terribilita.
Will you say it toward the judges, Adrian?
Terribilita.
Paul, it's important for people to understand back
could you
home. It's
repeat
not
the
just the
words a
word
little
they're
bit
battling
slower?
up there. The nerves. They know they're in the
Terribilita.
Final Four. They know they're on national TV.
Terribilita.
No question. And then they've got that clock in the corner, too, reminding them that there's not infinite
so it's only
time.
Latin to Italian, right?
A lot for anyone
Yes,
to
it's
handle,
Latin
much
to
less
Italian.
a 14-year-old 8th grader.
Terribilita.
Next to last syllable, maybe
May I
a
have the
sticking
part of
point
speech,
for him.
please?
It's a noun, as in Marty's doodle portrayed
Time,
the
the upper left-hand
terribilita
corner.
of Mr. Franklin after finding the class gerbil let out of its cage.
Not getting a whole lot of laughs
Terribilita.
at this moment in the competition
Terribilita.
when you know the pressure's on. He's got 20 more seconds to ask questions. Then in the final
Terribilita.
30, he just needs to spell.
See the yellow warning light.
Is there any information I can get out of you?
Not with 5
You can
seconds
try.
left.
5 seconds.
Too late.
I think we've been through it all.
Yeah, the judges are out of it now. He's on his own.
Terribilita.
Has to say the last letter before the clock hits 0.
T-E-R-A-B-I-L-A-T-A. Terribilita.
Terribilita is T-E-R-R-I-B-I-L-I-T-A.
So even if he had made the connection to that word we know terrible, he still would have missed that schwa sound in the next to last syllable. A tough word if you haven't seen it before. But a great job by Adrian. And keep in mind, he's the first speller of this round. No one else has gotten it correctly yet, so this isn't necessarily over yet for Adrian.
So what does that mean, Paul? What's the rule here?
If all 4 of them miss, they start over.
Okay.
And that's certainly plausible with what we've seen today in Washington.
As we just began a new round, and stepping up, Elizabeth Platts will decide if that is the case. Shelbina,
Hi,
Missouri.
Elizabeth.
Hi, Dr. Villy.
Ritidome. Sorry. Ritidome.
Ritidome.
Sounds right.
Can I have the definition, please?
Ritidome is the part of the bark external to the last formed periderm. It's also called scale bark or shell bark.
Ritidome.
Ritidome.
Ritidome. Is that the only pronunciation?
Yes, it is. It's ritidome.
Last year of eligibility
Can I
said
get
she's
etymology,
really going to
please?
miss this experience. Loves it here at the B.
It went from Greek and then probably through Latin and to English.
Greek could help her get the beginning. That schwa sound in the middle, again, is going to be the
Ritidome.
sticking point for her, even
And
if
it
she
is a
gets the
noun?
start of the word.
Yes, it's a noun. Ritidome.
Can you repeat the definition, please?
The part of the bark external to the last formed periderm. It's also called scale bark or shell bark, like on a tree.
She said she worked very hard this year studying by language.
Ritidome.
The last 3 words she's gotten, she knew all of them and didn't take a whole lot of time, less than a minute each time. This time she's going to take a little longer. She's not sure of this word. And like I said, even if she figures out those
And it
first
was
4
Greek?
letters, letter number 5,
Yes.
it's going to be a tough call.
Greek.
She's going to have to
and then
guess.
maybe through Latin and then English.
Okay. Can I have it in a sentence, please?
Sure. The ritidome protects the inner vascular system of a tree. Ritidome.
That's boring.
She said it's boring.
I think that's what she said.
Ritidome.
Sounds right.
Still got a quick sense of humor up there on stage.
R-H-Y-T-O-D-O-M-E.
It was a great guess. Maybe the hearing that it had come through Latin would have given her the I, because Latin combining forms have an I, Greek combining forms an O, but it really was a guessing game. And again, Chris, another standing ovation.
Yeah.
You get this far, you deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely. They have battled all week. And again, that is 2 up and 2 down in this 8th round. And as you mentioned, the rule.
Rhythodome is spelled R-H-Y-T-I-D-O-M-E.
Okay.
2 spellers left. If they miss, everybody's back in. We'll see what happens here at the National Spelling Bee right after this.
Do I have to spell it out? Do I have to spell it out? Do I have to spell it out?
Oatmeal cookie.
Barbell.
Hey.
What's the problem?
We're shipping a package to Andy, but we can't send everything. It'd be too heavy.
Barbell.
Never
fear, civilian. A postal carrier.
You guys need a priority mail flat rate box, only from the Postal Service. Well, it's all over the TV.
With priority mail flat rate boxes from the Postal Service, if it fits, it ships anywhere in the country for a low flat rate.
Thanks, Mr. Postal Carrier. Hey, fellas.
Shouldn't that dog be on a leash?
Disney Pixar's Toy Story 3, only in theaters. Priority mail flat rate boxes, only from the Postal Service. A simpler way to ship.
When I color my hair, I want it to look natural. And L'Oreal's new Healthy Look Cream Gloss Color does. It's ammonia-free with deep conditioners, blends away grays in just 10 minutes. For glossy, natural-looking color that's never dull or fake. L'Oreal's new Healthy Look Cream Gloss Color.
Applebee's introduces real burgers from across America. 100% fresh ground chuck, made to order and as unique as the neighborhoods that inspired them. Like the Philly burger with grilled peppers, onions, and white cheddar on a toasted hoagie roll. Only at Applebee's, now open until midnight or later.
Butteriest, twirliest, beefiest. Yeah. Dixie Ultra is the sturdiest. Sauciest, cooeyest, trippiest. Hey. Dixie Ultra handles your messiest.
With 10 times the strength of plain paper plates and an exclusive soak-proof shield, Dixie Ultra can handle it all.
Juiciest, chunkiest, steamiest. Dixie Ultra handles even your heaviest, your messiest.
Also look for soft and strong Dixie napkins.
We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation.
Remember when you were 5 and anything was possible? Happy 5th birthday again.
Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
If you have type 2 diabetes, you struggle to control your blood sugar. You exercise and eat right, but your blood sugar may still be high, and you need extra help. Ask your doctor about Onglyza, a once-daily medicine used with diet and exercise to control high blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes. Adding Onglyza to your current oral medicine may help reduce after-meal blood sugar spikes and may help reduce high morning blood sugar.
Onglyza should not be used to treat type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Tell your doctor if you have a history or risk of diabetic ketoacidosis. Onglyza has not been studied with insulin. Using Onglyza with medicines such as sulfonylureas may cause low blood sugar. Some symptoms of low blood sugar are shaking, sweating, and rapid heartbeat. Call your doctor if you have an allergic reaction, like rash, hives, or swelling of the face, mouth, or throat. Ask your doctor if you also take a TZD, as swelling in the hands, feet, or ankles may worsen. Blood tests will check for kidney problems. You may need a lower dose of Onglyza if your kidneys are not working well or if you take certain medicines.
Ask your doctor about adding Onglyza. Extra help, extra control. You may be eligible to pay $10 a month with the Onglyza Value Card program.
On June 12th, the world's best player, Lionel Messi in Argentina, face Nigeria. Then the most anticipated match of the World Cup, England versus USA. The 2010 FIFA World Cup, Saturday, June 12th on ESPN and ABC.
ABC's Downfall. Series premiere, Tuesday, June 22nd on ABC.
Gentlemen, we're going to have the second annual Scripps National Spelling Bee here at 16 Engine. Here's a good one. Dibothriocephalus. D-I-B-O-T. No, that's wrong. No. Gopher ball.
Can I get that word in a sentence, please?
You don't want that word in a sentence. That's the real bell that Dr. Bailey uses, and he's our new medical director. Pectocellulose.
Pectocellulose. P-E-C-T-O-C-E-L-L-U-L-O-S-E.
That's correct. I didn't see that going that way at all. We got a trophy for you. You're the winner, and we want you to know that. Well, hold on. Actually, hey, we got a trophy here for you. It's not that we have to give that one to the kids. But you're awesome. Okay.
The men of Engine 16, you know, we tried to do that piece last year. They got called out on an emergency in the middle of it, so we thought that should take precedent. We went back and had some fun with the guys this year, so thank you very much. Chris Harrison, Paul Leffler, Erin Andrews backstage. We'll check in with her in just a little bit, but want to set the stage here in the National Spelling Bee. Paul, we are down to our final two spellers, maybe.
That's right. One of the great rules of the National Spelling Bee is it can never end on a missed word. 2 more spellers to go. No one's got it right yet this round, so if they don't either, then all 4 spellers who started the round are back in again.
Or Shantanu or Anamika could take the crown right here, right now. Let's go back to the stage. Before we go to our next speller, actually going to check backstage, the third member of our party, Erin Andrews. Erin.
Yeah, we've got all the access back here. Come on, Chris. I'm here right now with Elizabeth Platts. You hear Dr. Bailey give you the word. What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking through all the different ways it could be spelled, like whether it's R or H, Y or I, T or D, 2 T's, 1 T, O or I. The dome, I was pretty sure about, but I mean, there's so many ways it could go.
Was it the beginning, the middle? What gave you the biggest problem?
It was the beginning that I was trying to work on the hardest, the R-H-Y. For some reason, I thought I'd seen that before, the R-H-Y-T. But I just couldn't remember whether it was O and an I. And since the Greek usually uses that connecting vowel O, and Latin usually uses connecting vowel I, and they said it went through both. I mean, it was one or the other, and I chose the wrong one. So
you told us today you love having those exchanges with Dr. Bailey because you just want to lighten the crowd. You want to lighten the mood in there. How do you think you did? You got some laughs.
Yeah.
And what, you called his sentence boring?
Yes.
Did he laugh? I didn't see his face. What did he say?
I think he smiled.
Well, that's good. You got a smile out of him. Hey, it's your last year here at the Bee. What will you take away from this experience?
I'm just so happy I can make it this far, and I'm glad that I can make friends with all the spellers because, you know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and we're all working towards the same goal. We don't all want the one spot,
right, but
we're all competing against the same dictionary.
I won't have her tell you, Chris, sorry, that you're boring as well. So I'll just wrap it up here. We'll send it back over to you.
That goes without saying, Erin. Thank you very much, Erin Andrews. And tell Elizabeth Platts it's over, but it's not over yet. It's all on the shoulders of Shantanu Srivatsa.
Hi, Shantanu.
Hi.
You ready? Acador.
Can I have the definition, please?
Any of numerous kinds of crabs living between the tide marks. Acador.
We're breaking his voice. Man, the pressure is on right now. You can feel it.
He hasn't looked
It's of
nervous all
unknown
day
origin.
until right now when you heard that little crack. And
Can you
Michelle
use a
Horton,
sentence, please?
the mother of a former finalist
Melissa
here,
found a
and had
tiny
daughter in it
purple
this year too, has been
acador
coaching him.
hiding under her beach towel. Acador.
Paul, we talked to him today. No nerves. So calm, cool, collected. And
Can I have the part of
it's
speech,
getting to him
please?
here. It's impossible not to.
Noun.
Can you repeat the definition, please?
Acador is any of numerous kinds of crabs living between the tide marks. Acador.
How many times have you heard that schwa sound in the middle of the word?
O-C-O-D-O-R.
And here's another standing ovation. But remember, Chris, it's not over yet. If Anamika gets this next one right, she'll have a chance to win. Otherwise, we start back with 4 of them.
Shantanu is out. Anamika is next up here at the National Spelling Bee. We'll be right back here on ABC.
Straightening and bleaching and dyeing and curling, crimping and cutting and hair finger twirling, threading my hair through some bright colored rings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the curls break, when the ears split, simply remember my favorite thing, and then I don't feel so.
Because we all damage our hair, we've invented new Dove Damage Therapy with fiber actives in every product. Dove takes care of the damage.
Yoplai's perfect blend of real fruit and the goodness of dairy is just a peel away. Explore all the delicious flavors. Yoplait, it is so good.
Each bottle of Clorox 2 Stain Fighter and Color Booster takes care of 33 loads. Tide Stain Release only handles 11. And Clorox 2 gets rid of tough stains right before your eyes. Clorox 2. Find it next to the Clorox bleach.
We're at Cousin Everett's Blueberry Farm to talk about our new blueberry juice drinks.
They're made with my tasty ripe blueberries packed with those antioxidants.
Let's whip up a sample.
Or just try this.
Healthier, more radiant skin? It's in your future now. Discover the power of Aveeno Positively Radiant. With Total Soy, it's clinically proven to visibly reduce past damage, while advanced SPF 30 helps prevent future damage. Aveeno Positively Radiant.
With greasy fast food, what are you really getting? Try the new Orchard Chicken Salad Sub or the Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki. Both part of a Subway Fresh Fit meal. Subway, eat fresh.
Have you tried Honey Bunches of Oats yet?
Every spoonful is a little different. I got 3 kinds of flakes. This is delicious.
It's the perfect combination of sweet and crispy.
I love it. This is so good.
It's great. The magic's in the mix.
In 2008, it was the big balls. In 2009, the catapult. And this ABC summer season, it's the door knocker, the fence flapper, the hoop run, the smack wall sweeper, the fling set, and
let me show you how it's done.
The pitchfork tumblers. With 60 new impossible obstacles, one thing's for sure: 2010 will be the most splash-tastic year yet.
Delicious Wipeout.
ABC's Wipeout season premiere Tuesday, June 22nd, part of ABC's new summer season.
Fact. How can these insurance companies promise you lower rates when they base their rates on your credit rating? The fact is, they can't. At Furlough Insurance, we understand that most people have multiple cars and drivers in the family. And when those drivers are teenagers, well, you know what happens. At Furlough Insurance, we're different. With Furlough's family plan, you can save hundreds, even thousands of dollars on your car insurance, despite your credit rating or the number of cars or drivers in your family. Take the Furlough Challenge. Call us and start saving money today. Lawyer Insurance Group, where being local matters.
Me and JT, we make real Texas barbecue. That's why we don't appreciate it when folks say they the real deal when they ain't. Like when the phone company gives you DSL with TV from the Satellite Boys. Well, that's like serving a brisket from Texas with a sauce from New York City.
That's just all kinds of wrong.
Yeah, buddy.
The true bundle. AT&T with DirecTV doesn't have it. Time Warner Digital Cable does. Get digital cable with HD for just $25 a month. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Near record heat in the forecast. The weekend outlook at 10.
Shaquille O'Neal, Orlando, Florida. Congratulations to all the children at this year's National Spelling Bee competition. Good luck.
Take a look at Anamika. A special treat today is Shaq stopped by to congratulate the kids. Actually shot a little piece for his show this summer, Shaq Versus, which you'll see on ABC. But let's get back to the situation at hand. Chris Harrison, Paul Leffler here. You saw Anamika. It's down to her. But, Paul, if she spells the next word correctly, she's not necessarily crowned the champion. Explain.
Well, if she spells this word correctly, that would end the round, and then we would start a new round with another word for Anamika to become the champion. So if she spells 2 in a row, she's the champ. If she misses the first one, everybody's back in. If she gets the first one right and misses the second, everybody's back in, as far as those 4 who started round 8.
We thought we had a little pressure when we started the night with 10. It's inexplicable right now. Let's go back to the stage. Anamika, step up to the mic.
Hi, Anamika.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Juvia.
Juvia?
Juvia. Also, Juvia.
Now, you heard that reaction from the crowd when they heard the alternate pronunciation.
It's originally Arawak, and we took it from Spanish and Portuguese.
Juvia or Juvia?
Juvia, Juvia.
Okay.
She has a pretty good idea of the first letter.
I have the definition, please.
But will she make the rest of it harder than it really is? That's the question.
Could you please use the word in a sentence?
It is easier to crack a juvia if it is frozen, as this will cause the insides to pull away slightly from the shell.
And it's a noun.
Yes.
Could you please
Most
repeat
of these
the
spellers will
pronunciations
say,
again?
Paul, the short words give them the most trouble.
Juvia, juvia.
Could you please repeat the definition again?
A juvia is a Brazil nut.
She gets the
Juvia
Spanish part of this
or
etymology.
Juvia?
I don't think she'll
or
put any extra
juvia.
vowels in.
Juvia or juvia?
That's right.
So you're hearing the Spanish pronunciation, then the Portuguese pronunciation.
Juvia, juvia.
That's correct.
So she just went with what made sense. Great job by Anamika. So now she's on the doorstep. She's on the brink. One more word spelled correctly, she's the champ.
Round 8 is over. We began round 9 with Anamika. If she spells the next word correctly, she is the National Spelling Bee champion. We'll find out right after this.
In just a few hours, all those Welch's Concord grapes will be juice. And that's good because squeezing right after picking maximizes palate pleasure. Of course, how Welch's squeezes these grapes is important too. They use the pulp, the skin, the seeds, everything to make 100% grape juice loaded with antioxidant power. Plus, there's no sugar added because when nature gives you a perfect recipe, you don't mess with it. Welch's, 100% grape.
Summer sassy with swing skirts from $15. Will your summer fling be long or short?
How about both?
Oh, you skirty girl, you. Swing skirts starting at $15 for all the ladies. This week at Old Navy.
His gadgets. Despicable. His tiny army. Despicable.
Okay, bedtime. Not you two.
His new family.
Better luck next time.
Not despicable.
My turn.
It's so fluffy!
Steve Carell, Miranda Cosgrove. Despicable Me in 3D. Rated PG.
Come in now for Chili's new handmade burgers with fries starting at just $5.99. Like the Rojo Burger with smoky hickory sauce, the new avocado burger, or the ultimate stacked. The perfect burger with fries starting at just $5.99. Right now, only at Chili's.
Listen, that beret is really not hot.
I am all roots and no time. I gotta run.
No running. Let's touch up those roots in 10 minutes. Root Touch-Up fixes roots or grays that pop up between regular colorings.
I feel so much better.
Root Touch-Up by Nice and Easy. Your right color.
In a national blind test, fresh out of the washer, women preferred the softness and scent of concentrated Snuggle Blue Sparkle to the leading brand. And Snuggle costs less too. So go on, buy Snuggle today.
T-Mobile helps families stick together by letting you add a family member for just $5. So who would you add?
I'd add my mom. You know, you gotta do that.
I'd add Grandma if she promises not to call and ask when I'm getting married. She's 35.
My stepbrother Sonny, my Uncle Pete.
I'd add our next door neighbor.
Ginger? You're not adding Ginger.
That dude, and I don't even know him. Shoot, for $5, I'd add them all.
Switch to T-Mobile and add a family member for just $5. Now buy a smartphone like the T-Mobile MyTouch and get a second one free. Only from T-Mobile.
Well, my cut's still there. Mine, too. My cut's all better.
Because Sarah's mom discovered Neosporin with patented technology that heals cuts 2 days faster than store brands. Neosporin heals faster than store brands.
I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me.
Moms trust Band-Aid brand to heal the hurt better than store brands.
I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid helps heal me.
Officer Shaw.
Oh my God.
ABC's Rookie Blue series premiere, Thursday, June 24th, part of ABC's new summer season.
Okay, here goes.
Hand crazams.
Whatever. How come you're asking such ridiculous words?
The chickens have large talons.
Hebdomadally.
Whatly?
Holopically.
Oh my god. Sardoodle.
I'd like to use the lifeline.
I'm probably a goner.
Don't be alarmed. It actually helps her concentrate.
Ding.
What else can I ask?
Any other information you can give me?
Numbnut.
What was the word again?
Oh, numbnut.
How do you spell that?
E! Yeah! Ow!
Are we about to have a championship moment? Welcome back live to the Grand Hyatt here in our nation's capital. And you see the picture right there. One speller left on the stage, Anamika Viramani. It is simple. If she spells this word correct, she is our new national champion.
Stromur.
Could I have the definition, please?
A stromur is an instrument for measuring the flow of viscous substances designed to measure the amount and speed of blood through an artery.
Could I have the language of origin, please?
It's from a German element plus an element that went from French to German.
And that may be confusing.
Could I have it in a sentence, please?
Two completely different
Although it was
spellings in
designed
French
with
and
a different purpose in mind, Anthony used a stromur to determine whether the milk in his fridge was expired or expired.
14 years old.
Please repeat the word.
Stromur.
Handling the situation
Stromur.
beautifully.
And she's been perfect in this competition.
Stromur.
Perfect on the computer
Sounds
test,
right.
perfect in
Stromur.
oral rounds.
Stromur. S-T-R-O-M-U-H-R. Stromur.
We have a winner.
Anamika Viramani is perfect. She is the 2010 Scripps National Spelling Bee champion from North Royalton, Ohio.
Ohio extends its record. That's 9 champions now, the most of any state. First one, though, in 46 years. It's been a while.
The first high five comes from my partner, Erin Andrews. Erin?
High five. I want to hoist her up. Well, congratulations, Anamika Viramani. I am now. You deserve this. You deserve this. Rich Bainey, President and CEO of the EW Scripps Company. He has a special presentation. Bring it on over.
Anamika, it is my honor to declare you the champ of the 2010 Scripps National Spelling Bee.
Congratulations.
In D.C. right after this.
Hurry in to the JCPenney Appreciation Sale for extra savings this Friday and Saturday. Save an extra 15% on all regular sale and clearance items. Everything, no exclusions. Save an extra 15% on all brands for her. An extra 15% on all brands for him. Save an extra 15% on kids' clothes and footwear for everyone. Save an extra 15% on everything for home, too. Get extra savings store-wide, so get in extra early at 8 a.m. Saturday. Find more at jcp.com. Who knew shopping could be so rewarding? JCPenney.
Day one storm, and it was beautiful. So look, see the sights that you like.
AT&T covers 97% of all Americans.
Get your grad or dad the exclusive Samsung Strive for just $19.99, only from AT&T.
Have you tried Honey Bunches of Oats yet?
Every spoonful is a little different.
I got 3 kinds of flakes.
This is delicious.
It's the perfect combination of sweet and crispy.
I love it. This is so good.
It's great. The magic's in the mix. When you have diabetes, you're never really sure what's happening inside your body. Well, inside everyone.
From Disney Pixar,
Andy's going to college.
it's a Toy Story like you've never seen before.
Look at all your clothes.
Oh, no.
Toy Story 3, rated G, in 3D, June 18th.
We have a pretty big family, and Olive Garden's one of the few places we can take them where everyone's happy.
Try our new Crest Belly dishes. Italian crepes stuffed with 5 cheeses with chicken and garlic cream sauce or with grilled Italian sausage, starting at just $10.95 at Olive Garden.
ABC's new Summer Sunday. When the sun goes down,
Police! Come on!
the wildest things come out.
What was that?
From families who are on the prowl.
We do not invade people's homes, at least not when they're in them.
ABC's Scoundrels. To neighbors
I have a thing for kitchens.
who will have you for dinner.
There's something going on with those people.
ABC's The Gates. ABC's new Summer Sunday just got a lot hotter. Premieres Sunday, June 20th on ABC.
Chevrolet presents USA versus England. World Cup Soccer live from Victory Park. Come see the game on the Mega HD screens. Saturday, June 12th, starting at noon. Sponsored by Chevrolet. Brought to you by FC Dallas and WFAA.
Okay, what you want to do is you want to whittle yourself a little 2-inch little diameter hole so the northern warbler can go in there and have his little bird babies. And then he can stick his head.
One flag.
6 Flags! More flags! More fun!
This summer, have more fun close to home at the entertainment capital of Texas. 6 Flags over Texas. Now, for a limited time, everyone pays kids' price. That's right, pay the kids' price at sixflags.com or McDonald's.
More flags! More fun! 6 Flags!
It's rollback time here at Walmart. That means thousands of rollbacks throughout the whole store. And I should know that because I'm Mr. Rollback. What's my superpower? That's rolling back prices. There's a rollback. Rollback prices here. These are rollbacks waiting to be rollbacks. That's how many rollbacks we have. We're cutting costs all over, which cuts prices all over, which means thousands of rollbacks, like this one right here. I'm Darrell, and they call me Mr. Rollback. And I save people money so they can live better.
Who says 5 a.m. can't be fun?
Yeah,
Get your morning started with the brightest team around. Cynthia Izaguirre, Chris Flanagan, Greg Fields, Alexa Economos. Your mornings start here. News 8 Daybreak, weekdays starting at 5.
Welcome back to the Scripps National Spelling Bee. This whole thing has flown by tonight, and great news. We have finally crowned our champion, Anamika Viramani. And you said to us today in our meeting with you, I don't really know if I'm going to win this. Come on. What are you feeling right now?
I'm really, really happy that this is one of the best moments of my life.
Now, you see 3 straight spellers go down before you get your first word right. When you see those 3 spellers go and sit down, what are you thinking?
I was thinking that could be me, and it was just really nerve-wracking. And the commercial breaks didn't really help.
Tell everybody that's watching at home, that was a good joke, that was great. Tell them how long those commercial breaks were for you guys.
They were like 2 or 3 minutes, but they lasted so much longer.
So much longer. So we get back to you after that 3.5-minute commercial break. 2 words to get right in order to be crowned champion. What's the pressure like?
It was pretty intense, yeah. Well, I put pressure on myself a little bit because if I knew the word, I wasn't going to make a little mistake or something. But if I didn't know the word, I was just going to go with it.
And finally, your last word, Dr. Bailey gives it to you. When do you know you have it?
After I get it right.
When you don't hear the ding, right? Well, congratulations. Celebrate with your family. Pick up your trophy. You deserve this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
premiere Tuesday, June 22nd on ABC.
It plays. It stows. It slides. It saves. It sees. It rolls. And it's all standard. We gave it more ideas per square inch because more is what we do. Introducing the Terrain, the all-new smaller SUV from GMC.
We're at Cousin Everett's Blueberry Farm to talk about our new blueberry juice drinks.
They're made with my tasty ripe blueberries packed with those antioxidants.
Let's whip up a sample.
Or just try this.
I want to shop a sale with no strings attached, even on exclusive and designer brands. So I'm headed to Kohl's, where no strings attached means absolutely, positively everything in the store is all on sale. Door to door, rack to rack this Friday through Sunday. Kohl's, expect great things.
It's a first. L'Oreal's breakthrough lash boosting serum now in new double extend mascara. Infused with serum, it visibly multiplies and extends lashes. Now see more lashes beautifully extended. L'Oreal's new double extend lash boosting mascara.
Good game. Good game.
Have game time
Good dinner.
and dinner time at the same time. The KFC Fan Feast. Get both original recipe and grilled, plus sides and biscuits.
Can your mom pitch too?
So S-O-G-O-O-D good.
George, I think we should organize the movies a different way.
Like how, Russ?
For instance, hot actress, gory battle scenes, talking critters, explosions, nerd gets hot actress.
What about foreign films?
I said that, hot actress.
Rusty? Hit the button.
The video store just moved in. Rent new releases instantly, on demand, on cable.
T-Mobile helps families stick together by letting you add a family member for just $5. So who would you add?
I'd add my mom. You know, you gotta do that.
I'd add Grandma if she promises not to call and ask when I'm getting married.
She's 35.
My stepbrother Sonny, my Uncle Pete.
I'd add our next door neighbor.
Ginger? You're not adding Ginger.
That dude, and I don't even know him. Shoot, for $5, I'd add them all.
Switch to T-Mobile and add a family member for just $5. Now buy a smartphone like the T-Mobile MyTouch and get a second one free. Only from T-Mobile.
Think these kids are amazing? Well, coming up next, just wait until you see these kids. A 13-year-old climbing Mount Everest.
I just keep hoping that I'll get home soon.
A 16-year-old sailing the world alone.
I got hit by a rogue wave.
Even an 11-year-old bullfighter. So what drives them to do these risky things? See them all on 2020, right after the Spelling Bee, next on ABC.
In 2008, it was the big balls. In 2009, the catapult. In this ABC summer season, it's the door knocker, the fence flapper, the hoop run, the smack wall sweeper, the fling set, and
Let me show you how it's done!
the pitchfork tumblers. With 60 new impossible obstacles, one thing's for sure. 2010 will be the most splash-tastic year yet.
Delicious Wipeout.
ABC's Wipeout season premiere Tuesday, June 22nd, part of ABC's new summer season. Depend on Pete Delkus. News 8 Weather delivers.
Anamika Viramani from Ohio, your Spelling Bee champ. Paul Loeffler, your final thoughts on the 83rd Spelling Bee.
Stromer, it means something that measures the flow of blood through your arteries. I think that measurement's off the charts right about
Last
now.
year, she tied for 5th. This year, she takes the cup back to Ohio. For Aaron Andrews, Paul Loeffler, and everyone who's been a part of this one, I'm Chris Harrison at 10, 2020. But first, here's Wipeout.